Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to do a watercolor painting of this cute little pug. I already did the background. As you can see, I created some crystals in a yellow shade because I think they look wonderful with black, and I love citrine, that it is the gemstone that those crystals are supposed to represent. So I like to start, especially when I'm doing animals or people, I like to start with the eyes. As we know, the eyes are the windows of the soul, so I like to try to take my time and slowly create a very expressive eye. And if you notice, especially if you look very close to a picture, as I'm doing while I do this, the eye has several different colors, especially the white part in the eye, especially in little pugs. Their eyes, just like the eyes of Shih Tzus, are very, very prominent, a gorgeous feature, and also their eyes usually have a little bit of redness in the white. So I try to put a little bit of red right in the inner corner, and I try to make those beautiful eyes shine and sparkly. Of course, this is not a realistic portrait. I take some liberty, so it's not 100% realistic, but I try to just make it a little, how can I say, similar enough to the dog so it can be recognizable. Now I'm trying to create a division now of the mid-tones around the eyes. This is a black pug, so we are going to be using several different shades of black and gray and white to create the fur. And the secret is to have a lot of patience and work with a small brush so you have more control. Even so, watercolors, it's the medium that gives you the least amount of control, but you gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta take control a little bit. Now I'm going to do the other eye, and you're going to see that the eye is the thing that takes the most time for me. Of course, I speed this a little bit, but it took like with the crystals it took 40 minutes to create this. It's an 8x10, and I'm going to be putting on a mat, and I think I'm going to start taking orders. So in case that if anyone is interested, just contact me via Instagram. I think it's a cool thing to have a portrait of your little pet around. I know I love having a painting of my Shih Tzu around. It's a lot more emotional, I think, than having just a photo. I think there is a large amount of energy that you place while painting. I think that's why I never ever paint if I am feeling feeling sick, or if I am feeling sad or something like that, because I don't want to infuse my sadness or my lack of well-being at that moment into the painting. I only paint when I'm happy and when I really feel like it, you know. So I try, in the watercolors, I try to establish first where I'm going to have my middle tones and highlights. So I'm using extensively a black color, and I just dilute the black with water, and it gives me all those different gray tones that I like a lot. You know, I always wanted to have a pug. I love bugs. When I first got here in America, I loved bugs because of that bug in Men in Black. I know that's crazy, but that's why I like the bug so much. But I have this rule in my mind that I have to rescue or adopt animals. I don't allow myself to purchase an animal, to purchase from a breeder or something like that. I'm not saying that if you purchase from a breeder it's wrong. It is not wrong. Of course, they are very good, safe breeders, responsible breeders, but I just made it up. I don't know why. For myself, okay. So I contacted the pug rescue in Florida, and I had a home visit. And can you believe they did not saw fitting for me to have a pug, because I have a larger dog that I adopted before. They thought the dog would eat the pug, but that's not true, because after that I got Frank, that he was a Shih Tzu, and Aviv never hurt Frank, and now Franklin passed away and I adopted two dogs even smaller than Frank, and Aviv is so careful with those dogs. So I thought she misinterpreted. I think she had a little bit of a prejudice against larger breeds. So that's my failure attempt to adopt a pug. But I always wanted to have one. Maybe one day I'm going to be able to adopt a puggy. They are so cute. Oh my gosh, I can't stand it. I guess it's just like the Shih Tzu. It's the eyes. A pug's eyes are so expressive. I just love their little wonky eyes. So cute. Now that I have established where I want to place my middle tones, and I established the lighter colors as well, I go with a thicker version of the black paint. So in watercolors, when you want the paint to be more concentrated, you use less water, and you want to dilute, use more water. So here is a highly concentrated version of the black, and I just place very loosely. That's why I like watercolors. It's a very loose. I treat watercolors very loosely. When I paint with acrylics, I kind of take my time and I go over and over and over again to make sure everything is fine, you know. But with watercolors, I like when the watercolor kind of surprises me. So I do my best and then just let the magic happen, baby. And the magic often happens. So that's why watercolor is for me, it's kind of a magical medium, you know. It's a fabulous little medium and I like it a lot. So now, as you can see, I already fill up some of the darkest places, and I'm going to work on the little ears. So if you have a dog, what kind of dog do you have? And if you don't have one, what kind of animal would you like to adopt? Or if you don't like animals too, it's okay. You know, I don't have a problem with people that don't feel comfortable around animals. I only have a problem with people that hurt animals. I think that's kind of a horrible trait to have. I wouldn't hurt an animal even if I don't feel inclined to have one at home. I wouldn't hurt it. I'm applying a little bit on the cheeks. I like black. People think that black, it's a plain color, but black in paintings can look wonderful. In this painting I try to use mostly black. In the end you're going to see I add a little bit of blue, but if you want black, it's the kind of fur that you can put purples. You can put cobalt blue, light blue, you can put even greens. I love black. Black, it's beautiful. Black animals are gorgeous. All animals are gorgeous, let's be honest. So if I just left it like that, it looks like a highly lustrous fur. But of course I'm going to do more stuff to it. And of course it's going to dry out. But that's the beauty of recording those videos. I really like to record those videos because I kind of see, because when I'm painting, I'm kind of in the zone, so I don't actually see what I'm doing. I just do it. I know that sounds crazy, but after I can actually watch, and I love to watch those movies, those little videos like that, especially when it's spit out like that, because I'm like, wow, look, it's like something taking form and being created right in front of me. How fabulous is that? That's why people like art so much, because art is kind of magical. Another thing that's very, very important in dogs, it's the nose. The little nose is very important for you to nail the nose. Each nose is a different nose. Because this picture that I'm using, it's a picture from a cell phone. It's not a well lit picture. It's not a high definition picture. So I have to take liberty, because I can barely see the nose in that picture, because the nose is black, the dog is black, you know what I'm saying? And I'm leaving a lot of white in front of his mouth because he has kind of he looks like an older doggy, so I'm leaving that white fur out. And the secret, I think, in my opinion, the secret is just to take your time. And if you are wanting to do a painting, just do it, you know, follow your heart and do it. It's not going to be that hard. Of course, in the beginning you're going to be like, I don't know if I'm doing right, if I'm doing wrong, but after a while you're going to figure it out. So just give yourself time. That's what I believe. Anybody can do anything, especially art. Everybody that has an artistic bone just have to figure out the medium that you need to work on, you know. I'm cleaning my brushes right now because I'm multitasking, honey. Multitasking. I have to clean the brushes. Another tip is, if you do watercolors, never leave the brush inside of your water for long. It's going to damage the bristles of your brush permanently, and it may damage the wood that the brush is made. So just remember that. I lost a bunch of brushes because I would just leave them in the water and they would mess up because I was too lazy to actually wash them. So relaxing to see that. I hope you guys are relaxing and enjoying it. Now I'm getting a little bit of red, and I'm applying a little bit of red to the place that I see red in the painting. A little bit around his mouth, a little bit on his eye as well. You try to do little strokes like that to make it look like it's little hairs. I really like the nose. I hope I don't go back and mess it up. I really like how the nose is looking right now. I think it's nose. Dog's nose, right? Because there's some. Oh my god, I messed up a little bit. It's okay, I was trying to make it look like the picture. It's looking cute. See, I had a little bit of blue. I like blue a lot in dogs, black dogs. Giving more details. Now the dog is done. Now I'm going to work on the black tracing of the crystals, okay? So as you can see here, it started, and I'm just going to do kind of a more can I say pop art kind of feel, like a harsher look for the crystals. Give a little bit more definition. If you want a good thing to start painting, start with crystals, because crystals, they are so much fun to paint, and really you can't do no wrong. It's so easy to paint crystals. And I think they really pop after you do it. I think I'm going to put this painting, I'm going to scan it, and I'm going to put on Society 6 for products. So if you're interested, probably in the future, the near future, I'm going to add links to my Society 6 shop. So if you're interested, you could buy a mug or I don't know, a towel with this painting on. That's why I don't want to sign it. I didn't sign it so that I could scan it better. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and relaxed with it, and I hope you have a wonderful night of sleep. Please follow me on Instagram for more artworks, and please subscribe as well. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye, darling.